Whether you're in the car behind the wheel or out of your car face to face with another driver, it can all count as aggressive driving. And what you see behind me, this is only their temporary collection while they wait for a permit. By just frequently checking in on parts of your house that don't get as much air like your AC units, you can save yourself a lot of money and effort. And it can happen anywhere from interstates to highways to your local roadways and even parking lots. As you can see behind me, students are protesting in front of the AE Pi Fraternity House, pushing to abolish Greek life here on Northwestern. A day before the State of the Union, immigrants and immigrant rights advocates gathering here outside the White House to demand that President Biden consider the state of the people as well. Biggest mistake you can make as a student is not applying to the FAFSA because you don't think you'll qualify. Sasha, it's like many people expected. The professors of the study say it's all because of alcohol liberalization, meaning freer sales of beer and wine. We can't prevent inflation, but we can control how well prepared we are for our retirement. Yeah, Mark, you can see behind me, it's still pretty busy out here. Over there, the roads are blocked. You can see there are still a lot of police cars out here. The house where the shooting happened is taped off, and that white van you see right there is the crime lab van. That team was out here taking photos just a few seconds ago. More than 20 families gathered out here in the Capitol today, holding yellow flowers and wearing yellow ribbons to honor their loved ones. Budgeting, as well as downsizing your place wherever that may be. On Sunday, residents can skate with the Colorado College hockey team from 1 to 3 p.m. Yeah, Kasha, I'm hoping you can hear me through all this wind. I'm kind of covering the sign here, but I am at a CSFD station, and it sounds like they got a slice of the pie because they turned math into something more than equations. And it also came during a time when we saw more natural and man-made disasters across the nation. As a mom herself, she knows it's hard to, but that it's important to get some self-care in there as well. But the fear and sorrow those shootings are causing is hitting home for some of our own. Domestic violence was such a concern during lockdowns across the world that a UN organization called it a shadow pandemic. Here at Second Serve's annual Community Day, donors can bring gently used tennis rackets, clothes, shoes, you name it, serving up a game of love and smiles right here on the tennis court.
Our friend Jenny Huh has details.
Hi, Lester. Summer's wrapping up and it's back to school, but what do changing seasons mean for your pets? Who is on the ballots matters. Some Republican candidates, including Governor hopeful Darren Bailey and Attorney General candidate Tom DeVore, are suggesting they may cut back on issues critical. Convoy protesters are returning after a day of looping around the Capitol Beltway. Being a college student during COVID-19 gives us a unique perspective and a story to tell future generations. Welcome to Northwestern News Network's special report. I'm Jenny Huh. But why do we see them everywhere except a skate park? Well, Evanston doesn't have one. Governor Pritzker is a strong protector of abortion rights within our state, Illinois. How will access to abortion change if he loses the election? What do those student demands mean to you, and how does that make you feel?
I want to focus on the content of what was discussed here.
It's been a year. How are you feeling?
Depressed. I thought it would be better by now. Horrified.
So when you say support the truckers, what exactly are you supporting?
Because I work in healthcare and I don't believe in the mandates.
So you're not vaccinated?
No.
Now I'm joined live by Andrew Fournier with Albertson Safeway. Andrew, tell me, what's some of the prep work that goes into making sure wine is available to customers?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just not so simple as throwing it on the shelf.
Customers who are looking to buy wine at Safeway stores or grocery stores statewide, what are some things they should know?
What are some of the dreams and aspirations you've heard? Do any of them want to be tennis players later on?
Would you say the most difficult part of, your Tourette's journey was?
I would say acceptance.
네, 저한테는 되게 선물 같은 시간이었어요. 가족이 함께 지낼 수 있어서.
It was like an unexpected gift that your family got to spend so much time together.
그래서 뭔가 새로운 걸 배워야겠다고 생각을 했었어요.
So you wanted to try learning to make something new.
그래서 강아지를 위해서 집에서 강아지 밥도 만들고 강아지 간식도 만드는 법을 배웠어요.
So you tried making dog food, dog treats, all homemade.
1, 2, 3, 4, we won't take it anymore.
Chanting for workers' rights, signing union cards, and calling for change.
Today, I call all of us not to settle for less.
The organizers call it the More Pay, More Say rally.
I'm a sixth-year PhD student currently, and I've been involved with NUGW pretty much since the day I arrived on campus.
Ben Zucker is an organizer for Northwestern Graduate Student Workers, or NUGW.
Seeing the progress that this campaign has made to such a degree in such a short time is incredibly inspiring.
NUGW is no stranger to campus. In 2020, they worked with the university to grant paid medical leave.
And today is really where we're kind of going public with that campaign, putting our information out there and bringing together all graduate workers who've been working on this over the years.
Hundreds of demonstrators are gathering here on Deering Meadow to show support of graduate student workers' unionization efforts.
I hope to see as big of a crowd as we possibly can.
The crowd mobilizing to sign around 1,300 union cards, according to the organizers. That's about 9% of NU's 14,000 graduate students.
Indicating that they would like to have an election for a legally recognized graduate worker union.
All union elections are overseen by the National Labor Relations Board. A successful election would give NUGW legal recognition and allow them to negotiate with NU.
So we can have a say in how we work.
Graduate student workers act as teaching and research assistants for courses across the university. In a statement to NNN, Northwestern University spokesperson John Yates says, quote, Northwestern University has always regarded its graduate students as students first and foremost and has been steadfast in its commitment to support, mentor, and train them. But NUGW says this distinction between employee and student can be blurry.
The university treats us like students when it's convenient and workers when it's convenient.
The group is asking for competitive pay through graduation day, stipend raises to account for inflation, and for stable funding past their 5th year.
A lot of us, our programs actually take 7 years to complete.
Comprehensive health care focusing on vision, dental, and dependent coverage.
So how many of us are going to go another year without seeing a dentist?
And support for international students like timelier visa processing.
If we ever demand more support or strive for an improvement in our living conditions, we are considered ungrateful.
NUGW joins graduate student workers at UChicago, MIT, and Indiana University in their new affiliation with UE, an independent labor union representing workers. While NUGW says they have yet to meet with the university's new president, Michael Schill, they are
looking forward to seeing how he responds this quarter and to working with him moving forward.
Graduate student workers seek a new contract by the next academic year. Jenny Huh, Northwestern News Network.
Light work.
If you've been downtown, you've probably seen or heard skateboarders whizzing by. But ever wondered why they skate in Evanston's public spaces like Fountain Square?
The youth really has nowhere to go, and this is just like the only flat ground area in the heart of the city.
Now an official city skate park is underway to keep skateboarders off the streets and on the ramps.
The city made the decision, we really need to prioritize this and give our young people a skate park.
The skate park to be located away from residences at the east end of Twiggs Park, a property leased from the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago, or the MWRD.
What I need is an open piece of ground with nothing on it. And that's what I have at Twiggs Park.
Lawrence Hemingway says the city has budgeted $1.25 million for the construction of the park. For now, a focus on the park's design.
At some point in 2023, we'll actually have a real skate park.
And forming an advisory board, Hemingway says will include a wide age range of Evanstonians with diverse demands for the skate park.
We made sure we reached out to the high school kids.
Since the demolition of the city skate park in the parking lot of the old Robert Crown Community Center, Evanston skaters have long relied on temporary skate parks. Today, a temporary skate park in Ridgeville Park District, home to Ridgeville ramps since summer 2020.
We call it the skate-friendly area.
Evanston skateboarders say Ridgeville serves as a community gathering place, but that it's not enough due to small size, modest equipment, and far distance, nearly a 30-minute walk from downtown Evanston.
We just want to skate. We just want to be kids.
For these kids, it won't be a walk in the skate park until the skate park's 2023 completion. Jenny Huh, Northwestern News Network.